Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome to another episode of Indie Game Friday, the show where I take a independent role-playing game and review it. This week, we are covering something that I probably really needed to cover last week. It is an incredibly popular-looking game. It's called Stardew Valley. Released on February 26th, 2016, it has been developed by Concerned Ape and published by Chucklefish. It's available on both Steam and GOG.com, and you're looking at around $14.99 US, that is. Alright, so what is Stardew Valley? Well, the premise of the game is that you've inherited your grandfather's old farm plot in Stardew Valley. Armed with hand-me-down tools and a few coins, you set out to begin your new life. Can you live off the land and turn these overgrown fields into a thriving home? And with that, it is basically Harvest Moon. I mean, it takes like every element of Harvest Moon that you could probably enjoy, and then throws it all into one game. It's very retro. It's got like Super Nintendo inspired graphics. It has all of the major elements that I remember from the Harvest Moon series, although admittedly I didn't play some of the later versions. And they've added some other things to it. So I keep mentioning Harvest Moon. If you like Harvest Moon and you haven't heard of this game, you probably can go ahead and put this review aside. I would appreciate if you continue watching it, but you can probably go ahead and put this review aside and then just go buy the game, because if you enjoy Harvest Moon, it's really going to be up your alley. Gameplay revolves around clearing a farm. You get the land, you clear the plots, you plant the seed, you raise the crops, you sell the crops. While you're clearing the land, you can gather various materials, you can forage things to sell for extra cash, you can gather building materials to build decorations and or upgrade your tools, and so on and so forth. However, there's a lot of other additional stuff. You get to go to town and you get to meet the townsfolk, you get to befriend them. They eventually, if you play your cards right, they eventually consider you a friend and they start sharing their secrets and giving you little quests and so forth. During the course of the game, you can actually go into various romances, and there's quote-unquote 10 bachelors and bachelorettes that you can impress and eventually marry them and have a family. You can go fishing. There's a fishing mechanic which functions basically in all the water all over the area. There are various mining mechanics where you can go ahead and mine stone, and there's an entire mine area where you can go into a underground cave system, mine for various ore, and fight monsters. There's a actual monster fighting mechanic in it. Sorry, I was stumbling over the words there. Well, it's not that part of the game is not really complex. It's very simplified, but it is neat and it does fit in. The combat is necessarily simplified because it really focuses on the farm and non-combat aspect of the game, but you know, it's got your fighting little slimes and other little monsters to keep you busy. You can find various collectibles and put them in a museum and get basically gifts for doing so. The story of the game involves some sort of big retail shop coming to this little town and the trials and tribulations of operating in the small town that's being taken over by this big retail thing, which is, I guess, some sort of statement, but it's actually done pretty well so far, what I've seen. The gameplay is nice. It is relaxing. It is smooth. The graphics, as I said before, are based on 16-bit Super Nintendo style, but they are incredibly appropriate. They do the job well. They're colorful. They're easy to deal with. The music is great. There is a lot of music in the game. A bunch of different tracks, and you can actually purchase the soundtrack as a standalone DLC for $4.99. There is a lot to do. You can upgrade your house later on. You can upgrade your tools. You can upgrade pretty much everything in the game. You can raise livestock. You can eventually get your own little pet that follows you around. There's just so many tasks to accomplish in the game. Gameplay is great. Music's great. The graphics are great if retro. There's controller support for those who need it and those who want it. There's just so much to recommend this game. It is very, very worthwhile. I'm going to recommend it to anybody who has any kind of inkling or any kind of interest in that sort of Harvest Moon style. And I keep bringing around to that because that is the core of what inspired the thing. If you've got any sort of simulation kick for farm simulators, any sort of slice of life style RPG. Blah, blah, blah. Let me go ahead and try that again. Slice of life style role playing. If you enjoy that kind of thing, then this is a great game for you. It just goes highly recommended. I'm gonna leave that here. Oh wait, there is one more thing. The game itself, as you progress, there are skills, and you can improve things like your farming and your mining and your fishing and so on and so forth. So there are skills to learn and recipes to learn in terms of cooking and crafting. Did I mention there's a crafting system? Holy hell, there is basically everything you could imagine. Everything on this farm is interactable. You can build, you can expand, you can decorate the farm however you want. You can build fences, you can build pathways, you can set up various tools and utilities on the farm itself to help you process things that you find. As you go, you can find rare minerals and such. You can go ahead and cash those in. It's just all around great. And I could literally be going on for half an hour or more just listing nothing but the features of the game. And I mean it's impressive. I never really got into the Harvest Moon series myself. I did play a little bit of it, but this game captured my attention the little time I played, and I'm probably going to be playing it for quite a while. In fact, the only reason I'm not playing it right now is because I have other things to record in the meantime. But hey, you may see me play this on and off throughout the channel. Well, I will really wrap it up this time. If you like what you've seen, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more RPG content. This has been the RPG Crawler. Take care and goodbye.